Hi Taurus, welcome to your July reading. All right, the title of your reading is Home Base. It's all about family connections for you and feeling grounded and feeling secure, really stripping everything away to that basic foundation. And from there, rebuilding the way you want it to be, paring it down, simplifying it, reprioritizing. Not that you got away from focusing on the bag, but something has been slowing you down. It's either an insecurity or something that happened that reminded you too much of a time when you were insecure, and it just triggered you, it took you back. You may have felt stuck since then. This may have happened mid-June. That Queen of Pentacles also implying just this bravery that you have, this ambition you have. This new you that you are imagining is so streamlined and so obviously successful. You want to update your look. You want to look successful. You want to look the part. Don't stress yourself out with it, but I totally get what you're doing, and it is the right thing to do. Next up is the Strength card. So, as we move into Leo season late in the month, you feel this surge of luck, especially when it comes to work and money. Something falls in your lap. It furthers your career. It makes you feel like you are on the right track, that you belong where you are, that forward movement will continue. All the things you worry about are put to bed at the end of July, and it's really nice for you because it gives you space to just relax and not have to work so hard for that security. You're doing that at the beginning of July with this restructuring, this reimagining of your image and what it says about where you want to be and what you believe you can earn, what you believe you can produce. When Virgo moves into Venus as a fellow earth sign, you will feel that availability awaken within you. You will feel that Wheel of Fortune bringing you not just work opportunities, but also love opportunities, perhaps even a love opportunity that reminds you of something you wish you had done differently. Perhaps not the same person, the same scenario, but something that gives you the catharsis you need and that you're looking for. That Four of Cups next to the Wheel of Fortune is also about understanding in July on a fundamental level how your emotional stability and your health are tied together, and how the more safe and secure you feel, the faster the money comes in. So, if you wonder why there are obstacles to your finances, take a look at the emotions you go through in a day. Are there a lot of up and downs? What is the nature of your self-talk? Are you nice to yourself? Or are you constantly dipping in self-esteem because there is a part of you that is humiliating you? July wants you to look at how all of that directly correlates with how much you're able to produce, to earn, to accomplish, because so much of who you are is tied up with how much you can produce and how much you can earn. It is so important for you especially to understand this key. Once you get that your emotional stability, that your heart, and that which you place in other people, once you get that stability in that arena of your life, means that financially you constantly win. You can achieve great things. And July wants you to achieve great things. Great things. You can have the things that you wish for as long as you can exhibit this stability that comes with controlling the scales yourself, the stability that comes with your value not being in any way reliant on another person, the stability that comes with self-reliance, where you are the one who has done the work and fought the fight, and the victory is yours. How that's supposed to open you up instead of limit you is what July teaches you. On the 28th, Jupiter moves back into Aquarius and will be there until October. And this is the perfect opportunity for you to reinvent yourself financially, which is perfect because at the beginning of the month, you have this overhaul of image. And then at the end of the month, you have this overhaul of your finances and of your financial identity. On the 22nd, it will really help you and also boost your mood to let go of what has up until now been a thorn in your side, someone who's been bothering you, a situation you haven't been able to figure out. On the 22nd, you just resign yourself to not needing to know and not needing to figure anything out and just letting it go. And it does wonders for how you feel about yourself. It does wonders for your mood. You feel so light and uplifted, and it makes you wonder, why didn't I just let go of this before? I should have just forgiven this person. I should have realized. And again, this brings us back to that question of emotional stability and financial success. When we don't forgive people, there is this inner turmoil that exists, and even if we seem pretty placid, it's as if something is constantly raging and at war within us because we have this directed anger, right? And there's no resolve to it. It just brews and lives and feeds off of itself. But when you forgive the person, that will take away that much chaos. So if the goal is emotional stability, forgiveness is going to be one of your greatest tools. So July, of course, will then want to teach you that because, the theme of July is teaching you about how to, inadvertently, you won't see it right away, but the theme of July is teaching you how to make even more money, how to be even more successful. But it's this circuitous route that it's taking, where it wants to address that which causes your inner turmoil and then show you how that correlates with instability in your financials. And the last thing I have written here is just this beauty that you're able to take in and that you're able to produce in the world around you at this time. You're so keyed in to this Venusian, really sort of decadent beauty You want things in your home to be beautiful. You want to be beautiful. You want to be healthy. You want to be well dressed. There's this need to beautify everything around you, and you should absolutely indulge it. Whether you're single or with someone or you really don't care, when you make the space hospitable to what you want, you will do that much more in making yourself open to receiving it. You will do that much more in magnetizing yourself to it, because you have made your space hospitable to what you are seeking. In fact, one of the most effective ways to get what you're seeking is to constantly make your environment hospitable and in some way similar to what you want, to what you are pursuing. You want the energy of the thing you are pursuing and what you are cultivating in your life to mesh and align with each other. July teaches you that very well. Good. Love you. Hi Taurus, welcome to the second part of your reading. It is about 2:30 in the morning here in New York City. I'll be drinking water throughout, and I suggest you do the same. We are just coming out of a heat wave, and I have not been feeling so well, so I apologize for the timing of the video. Now, first up, let's look at that Queen of Pentacles with the Hanged Man. You may have experienced these first few days of July a real brutal look at what is so hard to move past. Where you are the Hanged Man. And the reason that that's happening is because something new, when it needs to come in, first things need to be reorganized and cleaned out. If it's love you want, then your home should begin to reflect a space where love can grow. Is there room in your space for love? Once you move past this anguish of the first few days or so, then we begin to feel very fixed, very grounded, familial, right? We want this happiness, we want joy, we want a sense of harmony. It's this Leo relaxed attitude, right? By the second week of July, you feel like everything is just going to be fine and things are just going to get better and better. And as you think that and as you feel it, they do get better and better. Wheel of Fortune. In fact, at the end of July, when we have Venus moving into Virgo, you may even have the chance to revisit some of the things you've been thinking about these first few days, how you can be the Hanged Man. And you may find a quick jump out of that energy. Venus in Virgo may give you exactly what you need. This reawakening, pull you out of this Four of Cups energy quickly. But again, there's only so much that can compete with your will. You know that. If you resolve yourself that the best days and the most intense feelings have all happened already, not only are you lying to yourself, but also, how do you know? You're being so incredibly presumptuous. There was a time when you had never had that feeling either, and you didn't think that the feeling before that could ever be topped. For a lot of you, that hanged man is that glass ceiling of emotion you've created. This is as intense or as good as it's ever going to get, and since it's not that anymore, oh well. If you've been in that particular rut, July is very exciting because you snap right out of that. Something about Venus moving into Virgo now, you just kind of wake up to the fact that maybe you're bored. You've been scared and now you're bored. Right? And that's good, because it means you start to move. Well, as soon as you start to move, that rebirth happens. You get back out there. Start to feel more and more like yourself. Look at you. Lots of attention. Lots of people. Lots of offers. Steady growth. Things you've always wanted. They just start lining up. Things start balancing out. Things that were troubling you legally smooth themselves out. In fact, it seems as if, Seven of Wands, everything goes exactly the way you need it to go at the end of July. And yet, the most important thing that happens this month, now I'm referring to the Five of Cups, bottom of the deck there. The most important thing that happens, I think, is that you realize that those cups are actually spilled. I think you've been waiting there trying to dream up a way with that genius mind of yours of how to get that liquid back in the cup. In your case, how to get that blood back in the cup. But no. July has the harsh yet necessary job of forcing you to let go, forgive, move on. Funny thing is, the sooner you do it, the sooner you get to be really, really happy. But it's happening. The process has already started. You're kind of in the middle of it right now. That's why I was apologizing. I'm sorry. But I think I caught you like towards the beginning. So, you know, we got a few weeks of this still. And everyone can tell you a million different ways why it's a good thing for you to move on from things that have happened. But I don't think they understand how your loyalty works. How can you move on from something when you were loyal to the feeling? Well, I think what July teaches you is that you can be loyal to a feeling and you can honor what it was and still experience other feelings. They don't have to be ranked by best and worst. They can be different. And when that part of you that wants to hold on, that hanged man part of you says, well, it'll never be like this again. You're right. It won't. Well, it'll never be like it was that time. You're right. It won't. But before that time, you didn't even know that time existed. And that's exactly where you are right now. It won't be like that. But maybe it'll be something completely different and way better. Or just different and awesome. Think about it. But when these transits start to put you through it, because think about it, you have this Mars square Uranus, Venus square Uranus. When these squares start to put you through it, remember this. That letting go is only as easy as you make it. All right. I love you, love you. If you are interested in a personal reading, there's a Cameo link below. If you would like to take a look at the extended, which I'm going to do right now, where we go through the cards and clarify each one, that is on Vimeo. And there is also a Patreon link below. The first part of this video was out on Patreon about 2 weeks ago, as will this and the extended. So you can choose the Taurus tier or the Taurus plus the Za tier. And if you are interested in a daily horoscope, come on over to Instagram at The Quietest Revolution, where we take a look at your daily transits. And last but not least, powerful, powerful. If you are interested in these rings, this is the World Ring, and this is the Empress. Take a look at ambercon.com and click on rings, or follow the links below. I love you, love you. I'll see you in the extended right now.